On the road again. That's the new theme song for this football season. Tonight we are in Alamo, Tennessee, home of the Crockett County Cavaliers. Another team with a lot of tradition in these parts of West Tennessee. The Tigers come into this non-district matchup 1-6 on the season, while the Cavaliers are 5-7. The last time these two teams met was right here in 2015. And the Tigers blew out the Cavaliers 31-14 with Davius Prather at quarterback. Can the Tigers repeat history? We shall see soon. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll. Kendall's on location, and this is a Central Bank Tiger pregame show. We'll be back with a look at tonight's game right after this timeout. Welcome to Alamo, Tennessee. This is a Central Bank Tiger pregame show. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll, getting you set up for tonight's game between the Cavaliers of Crockett County and your Hardin County Tigers. Kurt, you're familiar with Crockett County from your officiating days, but at one time they had it rolling here with Coach P.A. Pratt.
Yeah, and we talked about it. I don't know for sure if they actually won a state tournament, but I know I'm almost sure that they went to a state tournament. When PA was coach, he was like the Golden Circle Coach of the Year 2 or 3 times, really kind of established that program up here.
Well, things have changed a lot since 2015. I was trying to jar your memory on the way up here. We set out in the open, and the home side looked a lot like the visiting side does now. But they've got a whole new stadium. They've got AstroTurf. They've got a big screen in the end zone. We're in a high upper location. It took a while to get up here by the time we stopped and took breaths. But we're in a really nice press box, great field, good location, and like we said, a lot of history of football played here in Alamo, Tennessee. Last week, the Tigers and their coaching staff, they dug deep in their offensive playbook. They brought out the huddle. They brought out I formation. They brought out split backfield. We went under center, double tights. We did everything possible we could do offensively to try to do something against a very strong Haywood County team. But, we talked about it on Sports Talk last week. It was a weird game. I mean, it was way one-sided. But offensively, we moved the ball, and we just couldn't do anything without kind of shooting ourselves in the foot at times.
Well, and we talked about it. The negative about having a season like they're having this year is it's a negative. I mean, nobody wants to lose a ball game of any kind at any time. But when you've only won one game, you're midway through the season and kind of looking for answers, it kind of frees you up, I think, as a coach to try anything and everything. I mean, you can mix and match, move personnel around, and they've done a lot of that. But like you said, in that game last week, I think it was their most creative game plan on the offensive side of the ball. They were able at times to get the ball into space. There was a great mix between run and pass, inside-outside game. It was just really a good game plan. But playing against a team that had a superior group of athletes made it almost impossible for them to, win that ball game. But, yeah, I think the things that they're doing and they're trying to get done, during this period. But it's just it's an uphill climb when you starting basically from scratch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're here in Crockett County, the home of the Cavaliers. It'll be the Tigers and Cavaliers coming up here in just a few minutes. This is we'll be back with more about tonight's game right after this timeout. Welcome back to Hardin County Football. This is a Tiger pregame show brought to you by Central Bank in Savannah. We appreciate Central Bank being a part of the program and bringing you the pregame, halftime, and postgame shows each and every Friday night. Kirk, my main concern thinking about tonight and as we move forward, believe it or not, you got a 1-6 record. This game really doesn't mean anything as far as the district standings go. But you still have 2 opportunities coming up next week and the week after that. You win those 2 ball games, you're going to end up 4th and headed to the playoffs. Now, we talked about that. This is a young team. But, you know, Kendall mentioned this about these seniors, that this is their last season. It's kind of a reward if we can get there, if we can get to that point. But I think tonight, we'll see if they really want to play this season out, get a win here. I felt good about this game. I don't know why. I just kind of excited about what we did last week offensively. But I know they're going to be a really sound football team as well.
Well, and we still have a couple of guys that can, make big plays in games that are always going to be a threat. And if they can execute and get those guys in space, they'll score touchdowns. But our defense has always kind of been the question mark, and that's where they're banged up. So you're probably looking at if the defense can get stops and get off the field, you may be right. We may upset this game.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. They're going to play the national anthem. It's homecoming night here in Crockett County. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Crockett County, Alamo, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell, along with Kirk Carroll, bringing you Hardin County football and the Tiger pregame show brought to you by Central Bank. We were talking about the Tigers before we went off the air, but we were talking about the opportunities that still lie ahead of for this team, and you know they still have enough in them in the tank to kind of play the season out and see what happens, because there's a winnable ball game coming to town next week with Southside. And then we're going to go play a Thursday night game at Lexington. That kind of shakes things up because that's not the norm.
Well, if you're a senior, I mean, you ought to be desperate for a win. I mean, I can't see them just throwing the towel in and giving up when you still got stuff to play for. And, I mean, you want to get something out of this season. I mean, you don't want to go through all those practices in August and two-a-days and the work that you put in to, get blanked. And so I would think that they're in it for these last 3 games. And, I mean, they should be. And got any pride whatsoever, you should want to dig deep and whatever effort that you've got, let her rip.
Yeah. I told you I had a good feeling about this game. I just looked over there in the western skies and that beautiful shade of orange over there. That may be another sign coming up. But we got a ball game here to worry about. Coming up tonight, other games. Lexington will be at South Gibson. That's a big game as we look for the next couple of weeks in Northside at Southside. Northside and Chester County at the top of the district. Southside has no wins. Lexington has 1 win in the district, and South Gibson has 1 win, and the Tigers have no wins in the district. So a lot of key games tonight. One key game is this game here tonight with Crockett County, and the Tigers getting some kind of momentum going into the last 2 district games. The Tigers are coming out on the field. The captains are fixing to meet at the 50-yard line. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. Your Hardin County Tigers and Crockett County here from Alamo, Tennessee. We'll be back right after this.
Travis Core. Number 85, Avery Hurst.
Welcome to Hardin County Football. I'm Steve Carnell along with Kurt Carroll bringing you all the action tonight from Alamo, Tennessee. You can catch it here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, the WKWX app, and streaming live on our YouTube channel. Slice 93 as a home team. Crockett County, they come out of the south end zone. They'll be dressed in, is that red?
Yeah, it's kind
crimson
of a
color.
Well, it's kind of a.
We'll call it red.
Kind of a dark red.
Yeah, and red helmets, white pants. The Tigers in all white.
Well, maroon's kind of a dark red.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's they're a little lighter shade of red than maroon.
Tigers with their maroon helmets. Crockett County won the toss. They elect to receive, so the Tigers will kick it away. As we're just a few minutes away from football here in Alamo, Tennessee. Beautiful stadium, beautiful field, beautiful night for football. Temperatures probably in the upper 50s. Supposed to dip down to about 56, 57.
You've always wanted a artificial turf surface.
I mean,
you're pretty envious about this field.
I am. It's a great looking field, really compared to where they were in 2015 when we played here. But, it seems to be the thing that a lot of high schools, smaller schools are going to, the AstroTurf. A lot of teams. Lexington's got AstroTurf now. New lighting, new turf, whole deal. Aketsa will line it down. Back deep for Crockett County will be Pickens. I don't know if we want to kick it to him. They got him on the roster as Squirt Pickens. Aketsa lines up, kicks it away, and it's going to hit at the 20 and roll out of bounds. So they may want us to kick it again, or they may take it at
they want us to kick again.
They do.
They think they can. One thing, though, kick coverage and punt coverage this year, I know on the punts last week, they let the guy get out a couple of times, but generally speaking, been impressed with the way they get downfield and their kick coverage team all the way around has had a good year.
While they're moving things and getting everything set up, I want to remind you in the morning our Sports Saturday starts at 8 a.m. in the morning with Coach to Coach. Following them will be me and Kirk with Sports Talk along with Coach Alex Seaton and a special guest. It's the third Saturday in October. Latrell Bumpus will be with us. We'll be live on location at Jones Nissan at 9. It's a low line drive kick. Squirt's going to let it go by. It's going to roll out of bounds again. And they may back us on up again. And that's what they're pointing. The coaches are saying back them up.
Well, you know what? We're in our seventh game.
Yeah.
Seventh game, and I haven't seen a Ketsa kick one, out of bounds all season. And now we kicked two in a row. So
Well, the other back is Demo Pickens. I'm assuming they may be brothers.
But this is kind of stuff we talked about all year, where they suicidal. I mean, they just hurt themselves, and this is an area of the game where you can avoid a lot of that kind of mistake. Now they picked up 10 yards.
So he's going to kick it away now back at the 30-yard line. I mean, we've got 10 yards of penalties, and we ain't even had a play yet. So this time he kicks it back, and it's going to be caught at the 15, at the 30, at the 45, still on his feet at the 35, 40-yard line, and he'll be knocked down at the 40-yard line. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
Pretty good coverage there against a good return guy. Only problem is it could be at the 35 instead of the 45.
Ben Burgess is a quarterback. for the Cavaliers, D.K. Woods, the running back. They'll go 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. They're going from the north to the south. Man comes in motion near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to the tailback, trying to get outside. Has running room across the 50-yard line and quickly in Tiger territory at the 45. And he may have picked up a first down. He did on play number 1.
Going tempo, too. They're back up and ready to run it.
Here's a snap. They'll try the right side. This time he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple. Chain Gang hadn't even had time to set up yet. So he does pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Now they've got a player hurt. Can't tell who that is. Looks like one of their linemen. Looks like his left knee or right knee. Yeah, right leg is what it is. So we'll take a timeout from Crockett County. No score. Crockett County on the move. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Colton Mayo for Crockett County, the injured lineman, and it looks like a right leg injury. He's having to be helped off the field. 2nd down, 2nd and 8 to go.
Quarterback looks like a specimen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like they're wearing that red, kind of like Alabama. Looks.
Ball at the 42 of the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to their tailback. He's hit. Just pushes down one defender and then finally wrapped up as everybody was coming up. Man, he gave a good stiff arm to Parker, and he went straight to the ground. But the Tiger pursuit.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, running to the football, getting guys at the point of attack. Like I said, they're not the most athletic bunch. It's hard for them to get good runners on the ground, but 3 guys can get him on the ground.
He's a big dude. I know that. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and about 7. Shotgun formation, man in motion, near side, jet sweep. He's going to turn it up the field, still on his feet, and then knocked out of bounds. We had him there, and now here comes a flag. And I guess they're going to say he was hit out of bounds. That was Demo Pickens on the carry from his slot position. They ran that jet sweep here to the short side of the field. Yeah, they ran
short side. I thought we kind of had them short-sided too, but corner couldn't get off a block, and once he got around the corner, it was just further for everybody to have to run to try to get to him.
So a 15-yard penalty on the Tigers to add to the run, and it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 from the Tigers' 17-yard line. This drive started at their own 45. Pistol formation. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Here's a snap. This time the quarterback's rolling to the right, dumps it off. It's going to be complete. He's at the 10. He's at the 5 and taken down there. That was a good play by Ellis Smith. That was Walker on the carry. Big tight end.
Is Ruddle out?
Yeah, he's been injured. He's got a back problem.
Linebacker responsibility. He's got to get out there on that tight end and kind of bid up, let him out in the open.
Here's a snap. Hand off to the tailback. Cuts it to the outside and walks into the end zone untouched. And the Cavaliers strike first.
Same weakness as it's hurt us in all our games is being able to set the edge and get our defense there at the edge to where they can't get outside. And that's 3 plays that they hit us on the outside of our defense, and we just nobody there to make a play.
Hurst in the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 9:45 to go here in the first quarter. Cavaliers 7. Hardin County nothing. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. All right, welcome back to Crockett County High School. The Cavaliers strike first as they go 55 yards. Woods takes it in from 4 yards out, extra point good. Back deep is White and Saunders. Hurst will kick it away. Here's a high spiraling kick. It's going to hit. White will have to pick it up. He does at the 5. He's at the 10, 15. And he'll make it to the 18-yard line.
Got to be a face man.
Well, you know,
I didn't see anybody else there that could have done anything.
the thing about it is he let that ball hit thinking it was going to bounce into the end zone. It didn't. And so
looked like a soft wedge. The ball just bounced right back straight up and kind of died. He didn't have a choice. He had to pick it up and run it.
Yeah, by that time the pursuit had already gone downfield, but let's see what the penalty is now.
I mean, we didn't have anybody on.
It looks like it's against us.
I guess we did have somebody down there. I didn't see them.
Yeah. So that's 2 big penalties on the Tigers. And it's 9:39 to go here in the first quarter. So we've had 4 penalties already. So the Tigers will have it first down, first and 10.
Four
at their
penalties,
own 9.
and we hadn't run a play yet.
Yeah. Exactly. First down, first and 10 Tigers. Coleman brings them out. Sophomore quarterback for the Tigers. He'll send 2 receivers left, 1, 2 here to the near side. They're scrimmaging from the near hash. Here's Saunders up the middle, breaks a tackle, still on his feet at the 15, gets knocked down at about the 17-yard line.
Good run. Good job by the interior guys, the 2 guards in the center. They just gave him a crease, and he knows what to do with it. And good run.
So he's second down, second and 2. They'll give him 8 yards on the carry. 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. 4-man front for the Cavaliers. Now Coleman's going to keep it, trying to find some running room, bounces it outside across the 20 to the 22, 23. That'll be enough for a Hardin County Bank, first and 10 Tigers.
I will say this, Steve, you'll probably back me up on it. The eye test, we're actually bigger than their front. I mean, we look as athletic as they do in the trenches. They don't have some of those 340-pounders like we've been seeing in some of these other games. So offensive line, ought to be able to get some holes in this game.
Now they'll scrimmage on the far hash. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Trying to bounce it outside. Stiff's arm there at the 25-yard line. Gets to about the 26, 27. Good pickup on first down. Picked up right out about 3, maybe 4 yards. They'll give him 4. Should be second down, second and 6. They'll spot it at the 27-yard line. Coleman in the shotgun. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires, got a man open, complete at the 35, at the 40, still on his feet at the 45. And down close to the 50-yard line, that's Lamarion White.
Heads up play on his part. Rule must have changed. You know, the rule back when I was officiating is if you landed on top of a man who was down by rule, in other words, he had his body on the ground, you were dead also. You couldn't. But that time he landed on the tackler and just bounced right up and kept running.
That's enough for a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10. Coleman, straight drop, looking. Fires deep, got Lamarion over the middle, and it's going to go incomplete. Good coverage there by Pickens, as he had maybe a half a step to a step, but good recovery by the DB for
good throw.
The Cavaliers. Yeah,
good throw. Good. That's good. Taking a shot against single coverage. Good call. Good time in the game. Nobody was back, but he had man coverage all the way down the field. So. And that should open the run game up a little bit, too.
2nd down, 2nd and 10. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders up the middle in Cavalier territory at about the 46-yard line. Straight up the gut that time. Picked up about 6, maybe 7. This drive started at their own 9. They've moved it into Cavalier territory at the Cavaliers' 46-yard line.
Another good job by the interior line, creating that hole. They keep doing that. He'll bust one.
3rd down. 3rd and 4. Here's a snap. Here's a sweep to Saunders. Getting outside. Now he cuts it up the field. Makes a move at the 35. Rolled down at the 30-yard line. That's enough for a Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers. And the Tigers convert on 3rd and 4. 6:37 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Cavaliers on top. They took the opening kickoff and went 55 yards. Now Coleman will send White and Stokey to his left. And a receiver here to the near side. Here's a snap. Saunders breaks it outside, still on his feet, and then he's going to be knocked down at the 25-yard line.
Is that the running back that made that play? Or is that looks like the running back, 36?
Maybe.
I know they got number 6, who's their H-back playing linebacker, kind of a strong safety.
I told you Ruddle was hurt. He's in the game, so I see him out there. Maddox, he was injured last week. Pick up a 5 on the carry. 2nd down, 2nd and 5. 2 receivers near side, one on the far side. Here's a snap. Now Coleman's going to keep it. Runs into a pile, and this time he may have gotten a yard. That's a replay there, I think. If it is, might have made the wrong read there. They had it stacked up on this side.
I'm sure that it's they're in 4-down territory, I'm sure. But why not just get it now?
Yeah. They picked up a yard. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 3 from the 23. Coleman, snap. Saunders looking for some room. He cuts it up right around the 20-yard line. That's going to be close to a 1st down. They're going to spot him right at the 20.
I think the 20 might be a 1st down. Looks like the chains were right about the 20.
Yeah, they're going to say 1st down to Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10 Tigers. So another 3rd down conversion for Hardin County. This drive started at the 9 after a penalty, and they have promptly marched it downfield into the red zone at the 20-yard line of the Cavaliers. Coleman looking to the sideline. White to his left. Ruddle here to the near side. Hardin in the slot. This time he'll run right behind Hardin. That's Coleman. He's going to be hit at the 15, falls forward. Well, they're going to give him right at the 15-yard line, a pickup of 5.
Another 5 yards. Offense line is getting a push. I mean, that holding us to 2 yards was about the shortest run that we've had so far in this drive.
Well, he brought Heath from the right side to the left side, took a snap, and then got right in behind him. Big freshman for Hardin County. Now they'll go receiver right, receiver left. Saunders to the left of Coleman. Here's a snap. They're going to pitch it to Hardin this time. He cuts it up the middle of the field and picks up a couple. Faked it to Saunders to the outside. Hardin coming back to his left from the right side. They pitch it to him, and he's going to be knocked down about a yard short.
Outside linebacker stayed at home. He didn't ever move. He just stayed there, and they were wanting him, to slide inside. But he did his job. Good job by him.
So
Kept us from getting bigger yardage.
Third down, 3rd and 2. Here's a snap. Coleman will keep it. He's across the 10-yard line, still twisting and turning, and then he'll be knocked back. But I think he got close to about a 7. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank. 1st and goal.
Good job. Got them calling a timeout now.
Yeah, Crockett County wants to talk about it. This drive started at our own 9. The Tigers have it down to the Cavaliers' 7. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back after this. .244 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Cavaliers on top. They took the opening drive 55 yards. The Tigers are trying to match it. As this drive started at their own 9, they're at the Cavaliers' 7. 1st and goal. Here's Coleman. Trying to go in behind his tailback. That's Pig, and they're going to push him back. They give him the 5, a pickup of a couple.
Actually got tackled from the backside running in behind him. They did a pretty good job that time stacking it up, not giving up a lot of ground. It gave the outside edge a chance to come around and make the tackle from behind.
Now they'll bring Saunders back in. They got big Tayshawn Johnson in as well. He'll line up over to the left side. Receiver right, receiver left. Coleman in the shotgun, Saunders to his right. They'll give it to Saunders. He'll cut it back to the right side, and he's going to be hit there and driven back, but he's going to get the 2-yard line. I think he could have had the corner of the end zone, but he kind of cut it right back into the flow.
Great tackle by their guy. I mean, tackling Saunders one-on-one at the 2-yard line is an accomplishment.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 2. Coleman looking over to the sideline. Saunders the tailback. Ruddle to the left. White here to the near side. Hardin back in the game for Johnson in the slot. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. He tried to cut it right back in the middle of the field. They run that same play behind Hardin. They were waiting on it. Not a lot of room in there. That's really not Jake's forte, powering it up in the middle. So that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Now Big Johnson will come into the game. Hardin will come out. Tigers have tried to run it in here from the 7. They've got down to the 2.
Well, the play that before that, the play was designed to go left, and he just saw an opening back to his right.
Now they're going I formation, Coleman under center. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Big Johnson. He's just driving into the end zone. Touchdown, Hardin County. He got hit at the 3 and then just drove the whole pile into the end zone.
He took 3 guys. He took 3 guys with him.
Yeah.
I mean, just wasn't going to be stopped on the 2-yard line.
Unbelievable.
That's just raw strong right there.
So Tayshawn goes in from 2 yards out. Here's a snap. Ketsa's extra point is no good. What was that? He ain't been that short all season long.
Something's not right. He didn't kick off like he normally does, and
Yeah.
he didn't kick the extra point.
Let's take a quick time out. You listen to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM back after this. Tigers went 12 plays, 91 yards. Johnson, a 2-yard run. Extra point, no good. That scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. And that drive, Kirk, ate up most of the first quarter.
Yeah, 25 seconds left. That was well done. They can play with these guys. The offense kind of got some momentum and some confidence.
The Pickens boys back deep. It'll go to Squirt this time at the 15, 20. Looking for a crease. He's got one at the 35-yard line, still on his feet. And he's going to be run down at the 45.
Kickoff. Taken out by Demo Pickens.
They got to do better than
Demo
that.
Pickens.
I mean, that's 2 times in a row that they're starting on the 45-yard line. You can't give up half field every time you kick off.
So Crockett County will start this drive at their own 46-yard line with 14 seconds to work with here in the first quarter. Burgess, the quarterback. For the Cavaliers, Woods, the tailback. He'll send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the far side. 4-man front for the Tigers. He'll give it to his tailback, looking for some running room, and he's going to be hit. He moves off that tackle, or slings the tackler down, as a matter of fact, and goes into Tiger territory.
You got to get down in his knees. He's strong.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Both teams had a possession. Both teams scored. And after 1 quarter of play, Crockett County 7, Hardin County 6. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. Hey, if you're looking for somewhere to tailgate and get some food for your tailgate party, go to Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee. Play the Pick 6 while you're over there. And you pick 6 games. They've got them lined up for you. No scores, just pick the winners. And you just may be a winner of a Poppy Pack. Plus, they've got the Tennessee-Alabama special for tomorrow. So your tailgate party can be enhanced with Poppy's Barbecue. Second down. Here's a snap. This time the quarterback will keep it. He'll pitch it on the option to Woods. He's got running room at the 40, 35, down to the 30-yard line. That was Burgess on the pitch. That's enough for a first down. Now they're going hurry up again. Tigers trying to get lined down. Burgess in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Woods was moving. They don't call it. He's hitting the backfield and driven backwards Good surge there as Parker Gerald's came up. Put a lick on him. Helped also by Rodriguez.
Good job. Got down low on him, tied his thighs up. He couldn't run, and then got some help.
Loss of about 1. It'll be second down, 2nd and 11. The ball at the Tigers' 31. They're trying to get everybody lined up. 2 receivers here near side, 1 to the far side. Woods to the left of Burgess. 4-man front for the Tigers. Now they shift into a 5-man front. Here's a snap. This time Burgess will keep it right up the middle. He's going to be hit and knocked down, but he gets close to the 26. Do you see where they vacated that? He faked it, kept it right where we vacated a defender. And it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Burgess, shotgun formation. They're ready to go. Now a hard count. He stands up, looks to the sideline. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 on the far side. They're going from the south to the north end zone. 7-6 our score here in the second quarter. 10:42 to go. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback. He's got running room at the 20, then he slips down as he tries to make a cut at about the 16-yard line. That's Woods on. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Ran right behind the center and split the gap, and safety had to come up and make a play.
Now they'll go 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. 4-man front for the Tigers. Woods directly behind Burgess in the pistol. Now man in motion right. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods. No, the ball's on the ground. He tried to get it back out. That's Burgess, a quarterback. Ball hit the turf, and he'll have to eat it back at the 24.
Yeah, they got lucky. The ball died when it hit the ground and didn't get a wild roll towards one of our guys. We needed that. Cost them 2 yards, though.
Here's a snap. Burgess looking, tunnel screen. Complete at the 20. He's going to be hit there and then lunges forward to about the 12. Squirt Pickens on the reception.
Big 3rd down right here. We need to get a stop. If they go for it on 4th, if we get a good stop around the line of scrimmage, it's going to make a hard 4th down.
3rd down, 3rd and about 5 to go at the 12. Here comes a man in motion. They'll fake it to him. Burgess keep it, trying to get outside. He's got running room. He'll dive forward as he goes across the 5-yard line to the 4. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Good call. They showed speed sweep. Came back. They pulled their guard and tackle, run outside. As one of the lead blockers, quarterback pulled it and just got right in behind them. We didn't really have a lot out there. And actually lucky we got a shoestring tackle on him to keep him out of the end zone.
This drive started at their own 46. Picked up a couple of 1st downs. Now they have it 1st and goal at the Tigers' 4-yard line. Burgess in the shotgun formation. Woods behind him. 2 receivers out here to the near side. Man motion right now, whistle. And it looks like the Cavaliers on another timeout. Their coach don't like
they're running out of time.
Yeah. So we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. 7-6 our score. We'll be back right after this. Hardin County basketball tips right here on 93.5 FM on November the 19th. The Tigers and Lady Tigers will open up at Scotts Hill, 6 p.m. tip-off. And then the home opener will be on the 22nd, as Central Alabama will be in town to take on the Lady Tigers and the Tigers, 6 p.m. tip-off. You can catch all the action right here on 93.5 FM, your number one sports station in Hardin County. So first and goal from the 4. Burgess brings them out. Shotgun formation. Man comes in motion near side. Here's a snap. Woods will just lower his head and walk into the end zone. Kirk, I don't know if you're watching this, but he's getting about a 2-step head start before it's even snapped.
Yeah, he's a leaner. He starts leaning before the ball snaps. It ought to be a good cue, too, if you're a linebacker and you got your eyes on him.
Well, it ought to be a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
Hurst in the kick. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:07 to go here in the half. Our new score, Cavaliers 14, Tigers 6. You're listening to Hardin County Football 93.5 FM. Back in 30 seconds. Crockett County takes that drive from their own 46. They go 7 plays. Woods goes in for his second score of the night from 4 yards out. And the Cavaliers lead it 14-6. So now we'll see what the Tigers can do as they'll kick it. From the far hash over there. They'll line it down on that hash. White back deep along with Saunders. Beautiful night for football.
Mm-hmm.
Not a cloud in the sky, and a beautiful facility here at Crockett County High School. Hurst sets it down. He'll boot it away. Here's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken by White. He's at the 10, 15, 20, and then he slips down right where the painted logo is for the field.
Man,
we won't say their name because they don't pay us.
We got 2 drives. One started at the 10, one at 20, and they started at the 45 and the 46.
Well, that's about the 3rd or 4th person on either side that has slipped down trying to make cuts.
Yeah, you may change your mind about that artificial turf.
So Hardin County will take this drive. They'll start it at their own 22. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Looking for some running room. Now he has it at the 25 down to about the 29-yard line. Nothing there. Made something out of nothing.
Yeah, and really pretty lucky. I mean, he came to a complete stop in the backfield. Where he was wanting to go got jammed, and he just took a stutter step and found that hole and ended up getting 8 yards out of it.
White will spread right. Ruddle here to the near side. They're going from the south to the north. Here's a snap. There's a flag. There's a first down, but this one may be coming back unless they were offsides. Hopefully they were lined up off sides. All the penalties have been on us so far. Let's see what it is. It'll be a first down if it's not on the Tigers. Let's see what it is, a white hat. Yes, it's going to be on us.
You talking about their back moving, and he's done it 3 or 4 times at least.
Yeah. And then they call movement on us.
I didn't see it.
I didn't either. But
Whiteout may have moved earlier.
I know one thing. We come to this side of Tennessee when it starts moving northwest, the penalties rack up against us. And they're racking up against us tonight here in the first half. 2 receivers now to the right, one here to the near side. Three-man front for the Cavaliers. Here's a snap. Coleman's going to keep it. Has some running room. He's picking his way to the 30, and then they'll push him backwards. So a good pickup on the run by Coleman. That'll bring up third down and
about 2.
Third down, 32. They'll be scrimmaging here on this near hash on the east side of the field. Here's a big third down play. Hard count. Now Coleman stands up, looks over to the sideline, see if they want to change the play. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying to get outside. He has running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacob Saunders. No flags.
They call him the streak.
Wow.
Fastest thing on 2 feet.
Man, he got outside. He beat number 6 to the corner, and once he turned those shoulders north and south, that's all she wrote.
I'm telling you, have you seen him get caught from behind?
No.
I haven't. I mean, it's going back a couple of years, and he's got great speed because when he gets in the open field, he just doesn't get caught.
Here's a snap. It's down, and that one is no good. It's short.
Bad handle. They didn't get the ball on the tee right. I mean,
something's not going right there. They got a new holder. Ruddle's doing the holding. Ivy is has been the holder, and that one was way short. It's like he's hitting them fat a little bit. But
I don't know if the ball was even upright on the tee. Looked like you might have mishandled it trying to set the ball.
So 2 missed extra points.
More of that self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, that's the thing that you were talking about earlier.
Well, the two kicks out of bounds, and I mean, we've seen it. I mean, they get a turnover, and everybody's excited, and then they turn it right back over on the next play. They've done that 2 or 3 times. They just can't get out of their own way sometimes.
Tigers go 3 plays.
They talk about Saunders' run, too.
78 yards. Saunders takes it to the house.
I think that was Wyke who made the block and was able to hold that block so he could cut it upfield and freed him, and then it was a free fall and had their fastest linebacker chasing him with an angle and couldn't get him.
That scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company in Savannah. Now Wyke will set it on the tee. Back deep is the Pickens boys.
They're going to tell him to try to pooch it, I bet, because kicking it deep to that guy hadn't helped him any.
So what Ketzer will kick it. It'll be a line drive kick taken at the 10-yard line, at the 20, at the 30. Going up the field at the 40. He's at the 45. He stiffs arms the runner at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds. No, they're going to say touchdown. Well, I don't know what he told him, but he kicked it right to number 3. A couple of stiff arms on a couple of would-be tacklers, and he goes into the end zone, and he's not big as a minute. They call him Squirt.
He squirted through everybody.
He sure did. I mean, he absolutely face-planted somebody right at the 40-yard line. And just like that, they're back on top 20-12, awaiting the extra point.
Well, they make this, see, it's a 2-score game regardless. And that's for missing those extra points.
So Hurst will come in and attempt the extra point.
See, that's what I'm talking about. We make a 78-yard run to score a touchdown, and they give up a score on the following kickoff. It's the most self-defeating things that they do.
Here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. 21-12 with 5:55 to go here in the first half. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5. 90-yard kickoff return by Demo Pickens, not Squirt. You got my Pickens, boys, wrong. And the Cavaliers lead it 21-12. Every time we do something good, like you said, Kurt, we do something worse in the next possession, it seems like. 5:55 to go here in the first half. 21-12 the score. Crockett County on top. Back deep.
Well, I mean, just usually momentum builders carries on.
Yeah.
And they just cut that momentum as soon as they get it. It's uncanny, really.
Wyke and Saunders back deep. Hurst to kick. He's got it lined up on the far side over there on the left hash on the west side of the field. And now we've got some conversation, and the white hat backs up. I don't know what the conversation is. But now they'll blow the whistle and tell him to kick it away. Here's a high end over end kick taken by Wyke at the 10, 15, 20, 25. Tries to get outside. He does down the sideline at about the 34-yard line is where they'll mark it, and that's where the Tigers will take over. First down, 1st and 10. So the Tigers have had it twice on offense, and they've scored both times. This time they'll start this drive.
Well, they got 5 minutes and 48 seconds to get a score, to get them close, and they're going to get the ball back to start the second half too. So really a good score here and a stop, put them in better shape.
Here's a snap. Coleman will keep it, and he's going to be tripped up as he goes across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
I thought he had some room because everybody was on the ground, but he tripped over who was on the ground.
Pickup of about 3 on the carry. Second down, 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation. Straight drop. Looking, fires down the middle of the field. He had Stokey for a minute, threw into double coverage, and sailed it over the top of his head.
Looked like he had Wyke on an intermediate route about 20 yards downfield. He went for the deeper route.
Well, we're running a lot of one receiver routes. I don't know if they predetermined where they wanted him to go that time, but, you know, if you could do some combos off of that time the safety just eased on over, and the defensive back, he had nobody to cover. Here comes Cohen, man in motion is Stokey. Here's a snap, he drops it. Here comes a flag. There's a pass. It's going to fire over Wyke's head. He had him open and just threw a bullet right over the top of Wyke's head out of bounds. But it's going to be against the Tigers. He's going to say the Cavaliers head coach says no.
They'll decline that.
They'll decline that. And it'll be 4th down. So what will the Tigers do? They'll send their punt team out. Just need a little bit of touch on that throw, and he had Wyke for the first down.
Well,
might have come back anyway.
The biggest negative is we only took 40 seconds off the clock.
Big into punt for Hardin County. Back deep is Pickens. Here's a snap. And he'll get it away, and it's a low end-over-end punt that will be down by the Tigers at the 30-yard line. That's where the Cavaliers will have it. First down, 1st and 10.
That was an end over end low punt. You would think that ball would roll out about 15, 20 yards, and that ball hit. And
yeah, it's been weird how these kickoffs, nothing's bouncing. They're all just die.
It's like the turf has got a lot of rubber padding under it. Ball's hitting and just kind of dying.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Cavaliers. They lead it 21-12 here in the second. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime show. We'll get you all the scoring plays and get you ready for the second half. That's coming up in 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Burgess in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll hand it to his tailback. Has a little bit of running room. Gets hit. Still on his feet, just driving.
DK Woods plows forward for 8 yards.
He was driving forward. That was Reed Head, the initial hit. He took Reed for a ride. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Second down. 2nd and 3. 2 receivers to the left. 1 here, 2 here now to the near side. Woods the tailback. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Fires down the sideline. It's going to be complete to his big tight end at the 40-yard line. So Walker on the reception. He's a big dude. Got him in the middle of the field. They had a receiver on the outside, one on the inside. And it's a good throw by Burgess. That'll be enough for a first down and back in Tiger territory. They'll give it to Woods again. Right up the middle at the 30, 25, still on his feet as he goes across the 20 down to about the 17, 18-yard line. He's a hard man to tackle, but they're doing a good job up front too. And Kirk, like you said, we got out of that too quick that last series we had, trailing 21-12. Burgess in the shotgun. Here's a snap. This time he threw it nowhere.
Quarterback was thinking A, and the receiver was thinking B.
Yeah.
And
well, the tight end
he
went to H-back, went to the left, and his outside receiver just took it up the field. He threw it to the right.
That was supposed to be just a little quick hitch, and he just kept running downfield. I think he was blocking. He wasn't on the same wavelength as the quarterback.
Second down. Man in motion, left. They're going to give it to him on the speed sweep, trying to get outside. Tigers have him hemmed up. Now he's going to reverse the field, and he's going to go in. Had him hemmed up, but there is penalty flags, and I think we got a hold. Hopefully. Big number 72. He's got his hands on his hip. He was the only one back there. Tigers did a good job. They had everybody over there. The thing is, though, they didn't tackle it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they cut him off. They did a good job stringing it out, and he didn't have anywhere to go. And, we said they need more guys running to the football. That time everybody ran to the football, and there was nobody on the backside. So when he turned, there's just nothing but green in the end zone.
So they'll move it back to the 25-yard line, where it'll be second down from there. Now they'll go to a two-back set. Here's a snap. They'll give it to their big tight end. He just bulls his way forward across the 25. That's Walker on the carry. And got a helmet that's off, so a lineman for the Cavaliers will have to come off. So it'll be third down. And about 16 for the Cavaliers. 3:02 to go and counting here in the first half. Tigers trail 21-12. Burgess in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Straight drop, looking, and now here comes whistles, and they're going to get them for a false start.
Yeah, I think that number 7 took off a little early.
So that'll push it back 5 more. And it'll be third down 21. They got to get to around the 7-yard line for a first down, or beyond the 7. So still third down.
They got away from their bread and butter, giving it to that tailback at number 32. I think if they just kept handing him the ball and letting him run, they were.
So now they'll go 2 receivers left, one here to the near side. They're scrimmaging from the right hash. They're going from the south to the north end zone. We're here on the east side of the field. Burgess in the shotgun formation. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. He'll roll right, looking. Now he'll throw back to his tailback. cuts it back to the middle of the field. Still on his feet at the 15. Breaks out of the pack there, and he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be a yard or two short as he goes inside the 10. We can't tackle him.
He big old strong boy.
That's Woods again. That's a good play design right there.
Yeah, a little throwback. Showed everything.
So
Like a rollout right. Quarterback sets up behind the tackle. He just kind of slips back out of the backside. We had him there. We just couldn't make
fourth down.
Couldn't make the play.
4th and 1, and now I think we want to call a timeout. So the Tiger coaching staff, they want a timeout. 1:46 to go here in the first half. 21-12 our score. Crockett County on top. You're listening to Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM. Back after this. Hey, start your sports Saturday with us here at 93.5 FM, Coast to Coach at 8 a.m. in the morning. Following them will be me and Kurt and Coach Seaton for Sports Talk at 9. We'll have a special guest in. Latrell Bumpus will be with us. We'll talk a little Tennessee, Alabama football. 4th down, 4th and 1, and now they're going to run a trick play, and here comes a flag as the tight end, he came in motion, stopped underneath the center, and took the snap as the quarterback, Burgess, looked over here to the sideline. Let's see what it is. False start. Legal formation.
Their offense coordinator's outsmarting himself. I mean, they're beating you head up, running the tailback between the tackles and off the edge. Why?
Well, they got him legal formation. He doesn't agree with it. He's arguing. I don't know exactly what they saw, but I'm glad they did see it. So that pushes it back. Now it's 4th down and 6.
Yeah, that hurt them.
Clock stops, 1:43 to go. 4th down, 4th and 6. Now they'll wind it.
I thought they were going to score with 3 minutes left and we'd have time. Now I don't even know if they're going to score.
So it looks like they're going to let it run all the way down. They have one timeout left here in the half. The play clock is, what are they doing? The play clock's not even running. It's stuck on 25. The clock is running down, but the play clock wasn't running down.
I hadn't even looked at the play clock. Has it actually been working?
Yeah, it's been working.
Well, you got an official there next to you, Steve, in the other room. Knock on the door and ask you, say, what the heck are you doing?
Now it's working. Well, they got some mileage out of that right there because the play clock just stopped at 25, and the clock on the scoreboard kept going. It looks like they want to take it all the way down and take a timeout.
Well, they should have run the time on the clock back up.
Yeah, they didn't do that. It's going to be 56 seconds, and the Cavaliers will take a timeout, and they'll talk about the 4th down play. We'll take a timeout with them. 21-12 our score. You're listening to Hardin County Football here from Alamo, Tennessee. Back after this. 56 seconds to go here in the first half. 21-12 our score. Crockett County on top of the Tigers. They had it 4th and 1 and then got penalized 5 yards for an alignment.
We really need. They're spreading us out.
Yeah.
I bet they're going to run that.
Now they'll go 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, and now we're going to call a timeout. Coach Seaton didn't like what he saw when they came back out.
Or he wanted to see what they came out in.
Yeah.
He might wanted to look at their formation to see what he wanted to set up on defense, since he's not expecting to score in this half.
Hey, coming up on the 19th, Hardin County basketball tips off from Scotts Hill. Bill Sharp and myself will be there bringing you all the action right here on 93.5 FM, and then we'll be at home as they tip off their home opener on the 22nd, Central Alabama in town. So be sure to get your Hardin County Tiger basketball fix right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX app.
History lesson while we got a minute here, Steve. We're in Crockett County.
Yes, sir.
Named after Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
He lived all over the state, but never here. And we're in Alamo, which was in honor of his death at the Alamo.
And he
and
might have been a Cavalier.
And Crockett County never had anything to do with Davy Crockett.
Coincidence.
He may have come through here and killed a bar with his bar hands.
All right, they'll go 3 receivers right, 1 to the far side, scrimmaging from the far hash. 4-man front, now 5-man front. Here's a snap. They're rolling that way, and he's going to try to flip it out here to the tight end. It's going to fall short.
That's a big deal. Big deal for the Tigers. Get that stop. They hurt themselves. Not really impressed with that way they handle that red zone offense in.
So the Tigers will take over, first down, 1st and 10. Where have they got that spotted? At the 12?
What do you call it all here, Steve? You going deep? You going to take a shot downfield? Or are you just going to take a knee? Or are you just going to hand off?
Well, 52 seconds to go. Let's fire away. What else we got to lose?
Yeah.
Receiver right, receiver left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to Saunders, just like I said, across the 15. Still moving his way to the 18. We got a timeout. Let's take a timeout, or they're going to let it roll. We may just be.
Well, we do get the ball,
Yeah.
coming back.
We'll just let her roll.
There's in their standard defense, so they're not like playing a prevent.
Be 2nd down. 2nd and about 5. Has a clock rolling down, 24 seconds. There's about a 4-second difference between the play clock and the clock on the field. So we'll have to snap it one time anyway. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff Saunders cuts it back to the middle of the field and taking a few Cavaliers for a ride at the 25. And now they'll stop the clock.
Cool.
Well, he let about 3 seconds. Yeah. I'm going to have to bang on this window over here.
Yeah.
And now they'll start it, and it'll hit 0. We've gone to halftime. We got a good one going on here at Crockett County High School. Homecoming 2024 for Crockett County. Crockett County leads it as we move to half, 21-12. We'll be back in just a few minutes. The Central Bank halftime show headed your way next. Welcome back to Crockett County High School. It's homecoming here at Crockett County High School in Alamo, Tennessee. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll, bringing you Hardin County football. Kendall on location this Friday night. And he'll be on location tomorrow, too, when we go on Sports Talk. But let's look at the scoring plays for the first half. Crockett County took the opening kickoff after a couple of penalties as we kicked it out of bounds. They took it at their own 45-yard line and went 55 yards. A 4-yard run by their tailback, Woods, extra point good, and it was 7-0 at that point. Hardin County got the ball back at their own 9 after a run back and then a penalty set it back to the 9. And they went on a 12-play drive, 91 yards. Tayshawn Johnson went in from 2 yards out. Extra point, no good, 7-6 at that point. We moved to the second quarter. Crockett County gets it again at their own 46. They go 7 plays. Woods again, excuse me. Woods again goes in from 4 yards out. Extra point, good, and it's 14-6. Hardin County gets it back. They go 3 plays as Jacob Saunders goes 65 yards. Took it to the house. Extra point, no good. 14-12. And on the ensuing kickoff, Pickens goes 90 yards on a kickoff return. Extra point, good. 21-12 at that point. Hardin County gets it back. 3 plays, and they punt the football. That's the first time either team had punted. And they give it back to Chester County with some time to work with. They had it 4th and 1 at the 7-yard line, and then they got a penalty themselves, scooted it back to 4th and 6. And they had to turn it over on downs to Hardin County. Hardin County took over there, ran the clock out, and we're at halftime, and it's 21-12. Kirk, we were talking about this offense. They have been able to move the football. They run a 3-man front. The Cavaliers do. We've got the size advantage offensively. Saunders got off a big run. That's something that we have been used to seeing over the last couple of years. Once he squares those shoulders up, he went on a big run. Tayshawn Johnson on a 4th down play took about 7 or 8 Cavaliers into the end zone from 3 yards out. But our extra points, which has been pretty much flawless all year long, Ketsa, he hadn't got one close to the goalpost for the extra point. So that's where we are, 21-12.
Yeah, and missing those extra points have got us in a 2-score game now. And that's, you kind of take those as automatic. But when you miss 2 of them, you miss one, you can make that up with a 2-point conversion. But if you miss 2 of them, now you're kind of behind the 8 ball. And there's some miscommunication or mishandling of the football. I think you said that this is a new holder in the game. Somebody got hurt and couldn't hold.
Yeah, Ivy has been the holder all season. Looks like Ruddle's doing the holding now. And I don't know if the timing's off. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. It's almost like he's kicking it kind of fat, and I just wonder if his turf has kind of got him thrown off too.
Well, no, they can't kick off a tee. I mean, he's put it looked like to me on the one. I couldn't see the first one, but the second one, it looked like he may have set the ball down on the edge of the tee, and the ball slid off of the tee as he was approaching the kick, which completely threw him off, and I may not be right. We're a pretty good ways from the field in this press box, but it looked wonky the way the hold was. So I don't know, but that they've got their work cut out. I think the offense can continue to move, and I think the offense can score points. This team is not athletically a lot bigger and faster than we are. So I mean, we're being able to play with them in at the line of scrimmage, which we have lost in several of the games that we got beat. But defense is going to have to prove that they can tackle somebody. They've got a really good tailback. He's strong. He's fast. He's big size. He's 200 plus.
He's also a sophomore, I just think.
And he's got thighs like tree trunks.
Yeah.
And the only way to tackle a guy like that is to get down there on him, get low, and get him tackled before he gets running downhill. But what's happened is he's been able to squirt these holes at the line of scrimmage, and he's at a pretty good clip by the time he gets to the second level. And once he gets his momentum going with his size and strength, he's a load to bring down.
Yeah, and I agree with you right there where they had it 4th and 1. Why not just give the ball to him? They tried to get too cute with their play calling or trying to do some different things and went away from him, and we ended up getting the ball. It could have been 28-12.
Yeah, and that was what was so big about getting that stop and them getting the penalty. I mean, they really just imploded down there inside the 20-yard line. They were set up. Ruck give that ball. We hadn't stopped him for a yard yet. I mean, all they had to do, I think, was give him the ball. And but that got them backed up, and then they got backed up again on the second penalty. They scored once on the guy reverse field and ran back the other side, and we didn't have anybody there. But that was called back for
holding call.
So they ended up with 20 yards in penalties in that one. I mean, they got down to the 20, and there was still like 3.5 minutes to go in the game. And when we got the ball back, there wasn't but a few seconds left in the half. So, I mean, they really did. They were nice to us when they got down there on that series. But, yeah, I think Hardin County can play this bunch. They're going to have to get some stops on defense. That's the key. Because we're going to have to score twice. So that means they're going to have to stop them twice sometime in the second half.
Yeah.
And if we stop them twice, score twice, and then match anything they do from there on out, you win the ballgame.
Well, the thing is, a disadvantage for us, the second half hadn't been our half. We played good first halves all season long. Second half has kind of been a bugaboo. We get the ball.
We hadn't played on artificial turf either.
Well, that's true.
So, I mean, they'll probably be really psyched up to get back out here on this artificial turf in the second half.
I don't blame them. It's nice.
I really do admire your admiration for artificial turf.
Well, it's like the way they look. Cosmetically, it's appealing to my eye.
It's a clean
It's a
look.
clean look.
I wonder from an economic standpoint if keeping up a grass field, mowing it, fertilizing it, keeping it in good shape, and doing all that is – because once you put this down there, there's not a whole lot you do after that.
Yeah.
I mean –
just flip the light zone and go.
So I just over the life of an artificial field, I wonder how it would work out cost-wise compared to a grass field. But most of you pros and guys that play a lot of football don't like artificial turf.
Well, they make all that big money and they get soft.
And what is a Cavalier exactly?
Fancy boy.
You know, I thought we'd see a lot of coonskin caps over here.
I've seen a lot of camo hats over here.
Yeah, I mean, if Davy Crockett actually had, some Realtree camouflage outfit, he'd have probably been more famous than he actually was.
All right, the Cavalier Band is out on the field performing for this homecoming crowd here at Crockett County High School. You're listening to the Central Bank halftime show. We'll be back here in just a few minutes from Alamo, Tennessee. You're listening to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. Back after this. All right, welcome back to Cavalier Field, home of the Crockett County Cavaliers. As if you can hear in the background, they got a fireworks show going off here at homecoming. Or I hope it's fireworks. I don't know who's doing it. I feel like I'm at Logan Collier's house on 4th of July. But they've got a fireworks show here at homecoming. The band performing for the home crowd on homecoming night. Beautiful location here in Alamo, Tennessee. And full house on this side of the field. Tigers trail 21-12 at half. Tigers will get the opening kickoff in the third quarter here in just a few minutes, as we'll be back with a second half kick. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, the WKWX app, and streaming live on our YouTube channel, Slice 93. Welcome back to Hardin County football from Crockett County High School here in Alamo, Tennessee. The Tigers working their way back onto the field, and they trail it 21-12. They'll get the third quarter kickoff, and it's an important kickoff, an important series, as they need to get off to a good start here in this second half. I want to remind you in the mornings, your Sports Saturday starts at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach, Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis will kick things off for us at 8. They'll get you ready for SEC football and take a deep dive into Tennessee and Alabama. That game right here on 93.5 FM, starting with the pregame show at 12:30 and the kickoff at 2:30 from Knoxville, Tennessee. Then we'll follow them with Sports Talk. Me, Kirk, and Coach Seaton will be at Jones Nissan as we're taking our show on the road at Jones Nissan. And we'll be there to talk about tonight's game, get you set for senior night next Friday night at Jim Carroll Stadium. 7 o'clock tip-off time, south side in town for that game. Also a special guest is we'll talk about the Tennessee-Alabama matchup coming up. Latrell Bumpus will be with us, former Tiger, former Vol, former Seahawk for a short time.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about his career there, wearing the orange, and also the 2022 game when Tennessee defeated Alabama in Knoxville. And then following us, like I said, at 12:30, the Vol Network will take over, and they'll get you set for Tennessee and Alabama 2:30 kickoff. Kirk, this is a big series. They're all big, but coming out here in the third quarter, something we haven't really done well this year. But we've got a real opportunity here, number one, to run some time. Our running game has been pretty spot on for the most part with the running of Coleman and Saunders. We've mixed in some passes here and there, but both teams really depending on the run tonight. But we need to get a score here and cut into this lead.
That we've been behind, like 30 points at half in some of these games. It makes it a little bit harder to come out in the second half and really look good when you're down that much. This game, they're still in it. I mean, they can make this happen in this game if they play just at their best. The one thing that, and we keep talking about it, is they got to get guys to run to the football. We're having a hard time one-on-ones, bringing people down. The only thing you can do in that situation, you got to get more bodies there to help make the tackle. And they've got a couple of guys on this team that are really good. And one of them's their running back. We've had a dickens of a time getting him on the ground. But a lot of tackling is want to and technique. You can't tackle a big 220-pound strong running back up around the shoulders. I mean, you got to get down in his legs, and I think if they can get some stops, the offense has been effective enough to get them into this game. 2 scores down. Hey, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
We're down 8. I mean, we're down 9 right now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
We're down 9, and if we score and it gets to be a 1, 2, or 3-point game, we've got a chance for a field goal. You think we should try a field goal with our extra point debacle tonight, or would you go for it?
I'm just going from 2 from here on out. Well, I don't mean that. I mean, we've got something.
I mean, that is kind of unusual.
Yeah,
We've watched. We bragged on the Ketsa all year, and he's been one of the bright spots that we didn't know we were going to have, until we saw it.
Well, talking with the coaching staff over here, we do have a new holder, and they feel like that's some of the issue that Maddox hadn't held the football. I mean, been the holder all year long, and so I don't know where Ivy's at. He may be on the sideline. I'm sure he is somewhere. But Brody has been the holder all year long. So,
well, if we don't get an extra, if we score and we don't get an extra point, we're going to be down 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And that puts that question down the road.
Well, the Cavaliers will kick it off. Hurst sets it down. He approaches the football, and the third quarter is on the way. High end-over-end kick taken by White. Fumbles it at the 10, picks it up. He's at the 20, 25, and then he slides around the 29-yard line, and I think that's where they'll spot it there. First down, 1st and 10.
Man, I thought he was going to have. I thought I don't. Did the turf tackle him or did somebody?
He slipped.
That's twice. You know, he's having trouble because, boy, he had some green out in front of him then if he could have kept his feet under.
They'll spot it at the 28-yard line, so it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers. At their own 28-yard line, trailing 21-12 as we start the third quarter. Coleman brings them out. 2 receivers left, one on the right. They're going from the north to the south. He'll keep it to the left side, has some running room. He's going to be hit at the 35, bounces forward to the 36, so a good pickup.
Yeah,
on play number 1.
We've had some success on that zone read play where he's pulling it and taking it around the edge. We're getting it blocked, and he's getting, 5 to 10 yards every time he runs that ball. So good read on his part.
2 receivers to the right, one here to the near side. Ball spotted right in the middle of the field at the 36. Shotgun formation. Saunders to the left of Coleman. 3-man front for the Cavaliers. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires over the middle of the field. It's going to be tipped and falls incomplete.
Dangerous.
Well, it needed a little bit of air over the top of.
Well, he's overthrown 2 throws down the field. And
that time he put a little touch on that one.
Well, and I think that may have been what he was thinking was, I need to back off his throw just a little bit. But they had a guy there about 3 yards in front of him that I thought was going to pick it.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and about 2. Here's a snap. Coleman to keep it up the middle, and he's going to be hit and driven backwards. And not only is Woods a good tailback, but he's a good linebacker as well. He grabs Coleman. I think they're going to give him about a yard. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 1. So the Tiger coaching staff has a decision to make, and I think they've made it. The ball is at the 37-yard line of the Tigers. 4th down, 4th and 1. Coleman looks to the sideline. He'll send 2 receivers right, one here to the near side. Saunders, the tailback, to his left. They're going to try to draw him off sides. Hard count. Now he'll look over to the sideline. 5 seconds to go. Now we're going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 10-10 to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM.
Challenge the middle.
4th down, 4th and 1. Tigers take a timeout for this 4th down play. Receiver right, receiver left. And now here comes another whistle. They're trying to draw them off sides. Did they draw them off sides or did we move?
I don't see a flag anywhere.
Oh, what'd they do? Everybody's blowing a whistle. Now they're going to come talk to the Cavaliers coach.
Man, we got to get a better snap than that, too. I mean, here it is, 4th and 1, wearing a shotgun, and that snap was just kind of like a little pooch up in the air. Well, that needs to be crisp.
Yep, that's happened a few times. And now, what are they doing? Oh, they're going to talk to the band. The band was playing during the play. Now the head coach for Crockett County goes down.
Says, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're changing the play up on them now.
So maybe we'll get this play off. 4th down, 4th and 1.
They're bringing their big horse, that outside linebacker, number 6.
Now they bring everybody up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap. They're going to give it to Saunders. He dives forward. He's not even going to be close. I mean, they had 9 people in the box. And we tried to run it off tackle. Nobody behind it as they creeped everybody up. And that might have been when you needed to take your time out. But now they're going to talk to Coleman. I don't know if
Don't know if it was a read.
Yeah, if it was a read or what was going on too. But anyway, they talked to their young quarterback as he goes off, and Tigers turning it over on downs. It'll be 1st down for the Cavaliers at the Tigers 36. Here's a snap. Woods trying to get outside. He does at the 35. He's at the 30. Upended at the 25. That's Ellis Smith that come up and made the stop.
Nobody out there. I mean, he just cuts it out on outside, and there's nobody there for 10 yards. You got to have bodies in the right play.
2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. They go with 2 backs in the backfield along with Burgess, quarterback. Here's a snap. They'll give it to the big tight end, trying to find some running room. He's going to be stuffed that time.
Good job.
As Head was in there, also Tayshawn Johnson
Well,
in there.
They're double teaming Tayshawn. I mean, he's the it guy on our defensive front, and they're trying to double team him just most of the time unless the ball's going the other side. But he's going to hold his ground. He's a player.
Pickup of 3 on the carry by Walker. That'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Here's a snap. This time Burgess will keep it up the middle, and he'll be shoved backwards as he gets to about the 19. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
The problem was that our defensive line got pushed 4 yards deep before, they could get to him. All he had to do was get in behind them and just stay right behind them for about 4 yards. That front can't get pushed around like that. You got to get some kind of penetration or at least hold your gap.
Now they'll go 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods. He just ducks his head, and he's going to be stopped short at the 18.
About a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Yeah. So that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, 4th and 1 for the Cavaliers. We've been here before. Looks like more like 2 yards,
yeah.
4th and 2. They need the 15. Ball spotted at the 17. There's 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side, 4-man front for the Tigers. Woods, a tailback, behind Burgess in the pistol.
You think they'll get cued here like they did, or just?
I think they probably
you
learned
think they learned their lesson?
Yeah, we'll see.
Off tackle right.
Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods. Has the 1st down, has a little bit more, stays on his feet at the 10, just dragging people. Finally gets knocked down by Johnson at the 5-yard line. That'll be enough for the 1st down. Like I said, we can't tackle him.
Off tackle right.
Yep.
That's running away from Tayshawn, and that's what they should have done on their last series. They'd be
So
where
they
they
have
are
it
right
1st
now.
and goal from the 5. We'll see what they do. They'll scrimmage from the near hash. Man in motion left. They'll give it to Woods. This time he's going to be hitting the backfield.
Really good
Takes
job.
a bunch to
Best defensive play they've made in the game so
they
far.
knock him back at the 6.
Good penetration.
Yeah,
We
big
got
Caleb Murphy in on that one.
See, we got to him before he could get any momentum. I mean, he never got to run downhill. We were already in their backfield.
Well, he's got the momentum already. He leans forward and takes 3 steps before it snaps.
Yeah, he is a leaner.
So it'll be second down, second and goal from the 6.
Our coaches ought to be yelling about it.
He did it again.
Yeah.
Here's a snap. Ball's on the ground as Burgess pulled it this time, and it's back at the 11.
You know what's wrong with that play?
Well, he didn't give it to Woods.
It's the mesh point.
Yeah, the mesh point. You got your shirt on?
The old mesh point
old
hadn't
mesh.
worked twice for them tonight. They fumbled 2 times. Both times the ball just fell straight down in front of them and sat there.
So that'll bring up third down, third and goal from the 11 now. So 2 negative plays back-to-back by the Cavaliers. 5:52 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers trail 21-12. Here's a snap. Looking to throw now. Throws a
Good
the
job.
post route, and it's going to be broken up. Good play there by Riley Head. And
Yeah.
it looks like they're going to try a field goal.
Well, that'll still put us within 2 scores. I mean,
So Hurst will come out. He'll spot it right in the middle of the field at the 20. He'll spot it at the 23-yard line, so a 33-yard attempt. Snap is over his head.
That's
He's
not an
running
extra
back,
point. That's our ball right there.
and he'll have to eat it right at the 39-yard line. Sorry, I didn't move the camera there. I wasn't expecting that. I left the camera back over there.
Well, I mean, they were at extra point there.
Yeah.
And, man, that snap went off like those fireworks at halftime. Man, if that doesn't get that offense jacked up, I don't know what would.
So Hardin County will take over first and 10 at their own 36. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking right, fires, complete. Turns it upfield, that's White. That ought to be enough for a first down, I think, unless he stepped out of bounds. They're going to put it right at the marker at the 48-yard line of the Tigers. Should be enough for a first down. They haven't moved the chains yet, though. Hadn't seen a signal. And now they do. It'll be a Hardin County Bank first and 10. Good throw there, good route. Now they're back ready to go. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders, trying that right side, and he'll just lower his head and dive into the pile at about the 49.
Kept trying to find the window, and he just kept tiptoeing, looking for somewhere he could.
Yeah, they're giving 48, pickup of a yard.
But it wasn't ever there. Nothing developed, nothing opened up.
Now they'll send the receiver right, 2 to the left. Coleman puts a man in motion. Ball is snapped. Why? I don't know. But now it's going to be knocked backwards. He wasn't ready for it. We had a man coming in motion. For some reason, we snapped it. So that puts us back at the 44. Man, oh, man. So it'll be third down, third and about, 13?
Best thing is we didn't lose the ball.
Yep. Now man comes in motion. That's Ruddle, near side. Here's a snap. Looking. Tunnel screen to White. Complete at the 45. And he's going to be knocked down about the 50-yard line right at midfield. So that'll bring up a fourth down for the Tigers. 3:54 to go. Pickup of 6 on the play. It'll be fourth down, fourth and a long 7. They need the 43 for the first down. So another fourth down play here in the third quarter for the Tigers.
Yeah, see, they're not but 3.5 minutes. I would normally, if the offense was getting anything done at all, you'd probably punt this ball. But, yeah, I mean, this is a risky play here, too. Somebody got to step up.
Now Coleman empties the backfield. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires. Got a man open, hit him right in the gut, and he dropped it. Had the first down, too. That was Ruddle, the intended receiver. Hit him right in the hands. He dropped it, and the Tigers will turn it over on downs. for the second time here in the third.
Good call. Got the sticks. He hooked it up right there, just perfect spot, and quarterback's timing was good, throw good, just couldn't pull it in.
So Crockett County will take over first down, 1st and 10, right at midfield at the 50.
And your defense gets to come right back out again.
Yep. 3:13 to go, 21-12 the score here in the third. Here's a snap. They'll give it. No, Burgess is going to keep it, and he's going to be stuffed.
Talking about bad reads. Wasn't anybody on the edge. If he'd have given the ball to his tailback, he'd still be running.
Yeah, well, I heard that lick up here. Johnson, Murphy, and a whole host of Tigers on that tackle. Pushes him back to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can put them in negative yardage, that's great.
Second down, 2nd and 12. Two receivers here to the near side, one to the far side. Four-man front for the Tigers. Woods in the pistol. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him again, rolling the quarterback out to the far side. He's going to be sacked. Nobody open. He got twisted up, and they sack him back at the 30. Well, they're going to spot it at the 41. He was on the other side of the 40, Kurt.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's poor execution on his part. We did a good job. They were trying to slip that H-back out into the flats, and we ran with him, and that took that away, and we had their deep throw covered. He didn't know what to do. He just held on the ball. He could have thrown it.
So third down, 3rd and 19. Two receivers right and left. Four-man front. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Throws downfield. Got a man open. Here comes the flag. He ran into our defender. Here comes flags everywhere. And the coaching staff over there for Hardin County.
That's awful. That's awful.
Is jumping up and down.
Well, what's bad is they had the official on the sideline right beside the play and didn't throw a flag.
Yeah.
And the flag came out from the back judge, who was 20 yards away.
Well, that's not an automatic first down. So the Tigers.
It's going to put them in about a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4.
So the pass interference on the Tigers, and it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
Well, the other thing, too, is their receiver jumped. And the ball was over our head and his head. I mean, there's no need to call it. It wasn't going to be catchable. I know that's not in high school. We don't have an uncatchable ball in high school. But in theory, you do. Because if nobody can catch it and it's just minor contact, you don't call it. Our guy went up for the ball, and he ran into it.
They'll spot it at the 45. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods. He has the first down, still dragging Tigers, and he's going to be knocked down as he goes to the 38-yard line.
That was a big call in the game. That hurt us.
Yep.
Kept their drive alive.
So they had it 3rd and 19. Pass interference. They get the first down. And more than that, clock running with 1:20 to go here in the third. Here comes a man in motion near side. Jet sweep. They'll give it to him. Nobody's here. As Kurt said, they turn it up at the 35 to the 30-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 26. That was Pickens on the carry.
Another Cavalier first down.
So under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Burgess brings them to the line. Four-man front for the Tigers. Receiver right, two to the right, one to the far side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods. Looking for running room. This time he's going to be hit and drop. He'll get to about 25.
We've handled that interior play that they earlier were having a lot of success with. We've stopped it several times on their last two drives. But when they get the edge, and they get the edge blocked, we're usually in trouble.
Pickup of a yard. Second down. 2nd and 9. 10 seconds to go. They're going to let it run down. We'll take it to the fourth quarter. 21-12 our scores. We move to the fourth. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Hey, we want to remind you to head over to Poppy's Barbecue for your tailgate party food at Poppy's Barbecue and play the Pick Six. Go over there and tell them you want to play the Pick Six contest. You just might be the winner of a Poppy Pack. That's Poppy's Barbecue in Crump, Tennessee, and ask about their Tennessee-Alabama special for your tailgate party tomorrow, third Saturday in October. It's a special time for us Tennessee and Alabama fans.
Tennessee and Alabama,
Yep.
third week in October.
Something else. We got a good one going on here. 21-12 our score. It'll be second down, 2nd and 9. The ball at the Tiger, 25-yard line. This drive aided by a pass interference on a 3rd and 19. Here's a snap. They give it to the tailback, and he's going to be hit and fights for a couple of yards. That is Chris Mann, a freshman for the Cavaliers.
Linebackers came up and made a good stop that time.
So
They actually got a pretty good push on our interior line, but linebackers came up and helped out.
Third down, 3rd and 6 to go for the Cavaliers here in the fourth. Tigers trying to hang on here. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. They're going from the north to the south end zone. 4-man front for the Tigers. Burgess will keep it. He's going to be hit, dives forward. He'll get 20 maybe to the 19 and pick up of a couple, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 4.
Yeah, 4th down, 4th and 4. Man will come out, and now the man of the hour, Woods, coming back into the game. 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Woods in the game. He'll be behind Burgess.
I bet the tailback gets it again.
Think so?
You want to bet?
I don't know why they would give it to him. So the Tigers trying to muster up a stop here in the fourth. Man in motion right. Here's a snap. They'll give it to the tailback. Bounces it outside. Still on his feet at the 15, on his feet at the 10. Made it look easy. Every time they get that edge out there, he picks up about 10 to 15. They've done a good job in the middle. It's just when he gets outside. So it'll be 1st down, 1st and goal. No, 1st and 10 from the 11.
If you can't set the edge and stop them getting outside the tackle, you're never going to win against the run game. You have to be able to set that outside edge, and that's that defensive end and outside linebacker. Those 2 guys have got to keep their outside arm.
Here's a snap, 1st down run. Woods has it, still on his feet, just dragging people. Now they're going to shove him back at the 5. Pick up of about 5 on the carry, maybe 6. So it'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and about 4. Tigers shuffling people in and out. Now they bring in some more linemen, some more beef. Burgess looking over to the sideline. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Tigers stacking it up inside on this 2nd down play from the 5. Burgess in the shotgun. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Woods right up the middle. This time he's going to be hit and stopped right about the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, Kurt, if he goes in the middle, we've been good there. It's on the outside where he's really got us.
What's happening when they run that off-tackle play? Our linebackers is coming in the gap between their tackles, and then our defensive end is getting blocked, and he just bouncing it to the outside, and our linebacker is already committed. He's coming up in the hole, and he's got to wait to see.
Here's a snap. They'll give it to the quarterback will keep it, flip it into the end zone. Touchdown Cavaliers as he gets his H-back Walker. As they completely fooled us. We bid on the run, and that's a good play call. I'm going to give it to him on that one. They've been pounding, and then sent the H-back out in a route. And Burgess hits him in the end zone. Here's the snap. The extra point is up. And the extra point is good. 8:29 to go here in the game. 28-12 our score. Cavaliers on top. You listen to Hardin County Football on 93.5 FM. Back after this. Welcome back to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll here in Crockett County, Tennessee, Alamo. As the Cavaliers just went on top 28-12.
I mean, that pass interference penalty they called on us, that was a backbreaker.
Here's a kick by Hurst. End over end kick. It's going to be taken at the 2. Wyke at the 10, 20, 25, and he's going to lower his head and get knocked down at the 30-yard line. So the Tigers will have it first down, 1st and 10 at their own 30. So last couple of possessions, drop pass on 4th down for what would have been a first down and a turnover on downs. So not being able to muster up a drive here in the second half. Coleman will bring them out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Saunders, the tailback, to the left. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. Fires. Got a man open. That's Smith. And he's going to be hit. Ball pops up in the air. It's going to be intercepted. And then here comes a flag as well. As that's Corbin Smith. He just got laid out at the 47-yard line as their safety come up and put a big lick on him. And Corb is having to be guided to the sideline.
Yeah, he's kind of walking sideways.
Yeah. That's a big lick.
Yeah,
ball popped into the air, and they intercepted it and run it back to the 36. And then
that's another thing too, though, is you know, balls bounce funny in football. It's not a round ball, and so it goes. But they've had 3 fumbles in the game, and the ball just laid right at their feet. And like that one there, Corb had his hands on the ball for a minute. It looked like he might come down with it, and then it bounces right up in the air. But you got to give their linebacker credit because he was running to the point of the pass. So when it did go up in there, he was up there to help make the play.
Well, they got a personal foul, blocking
the back.
Yeah, blocking the back. And they'll have it back at their 49 now. First down, 1st and 10 with 8:10 to go here in the game. Shotgun formation. Man the tailback. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking to throw. Fires down the sideline. It's going to be complete at the 21-yard line. That ball was slightly overthrown. We had good coverage, but the receiver out there, Greenhill, went up and high-pointed the football and made the catch for the first down.
Yeah, he's about 6'1", and the guy on him is about 5'9", so he just outstretched him for the ball. High points.
It's a first down, 1st and 10. They're going to try to throw it again. They do. Underneath, complete at the 10, 5, that's Walker. And they run him out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. So now they're working on their passing game. So first down, 1st and goal from the 4. Burgess looking over to the sideline. Man, the tailback. Right behind him, receiver spread out way to the right. One here to the near side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Man. He's going to go into the end zone untouched. And now they got it rolling here at Crockett County with 7:35 to go. And it's just kind of like what's happened all year long in the second half. Just get some bad breaks, not really getting any offense going, and a couple of quick scores by the Cavaliers, and they're up 34-12, waiting on the extra point. It's up, and it's good. We'll take a timeout. Our new score, 35-12, Cavaliers. You're listening to Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM, back in 30 seconds. (35-12), Man goes in from 3 yards out for the Cavaliers. Extra point good. 35-12 is our score here in the 4th.
Well, Steve, we had our shot. I mean, the offense got the ball, turned it over on 4th down, and
that one go out of bounds. Yes, it did.
Then they snapped that 4th down field goal attempt all the way back out to the 40, and we turned it over on downs again. I mean, those two series right there, and then we had them in 4th down get a wonky call for pass interference. It sets them up for an easier 4th down play.
He kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah,
what are they going to do? We're going to make him kick it again?
I imagine we'll take it 35.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They take it at the 35.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers with 7:35 to go here in the game. Trailing 35-12. Two receivers, right and left. Saunders the tailback. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Now he's going to pull it down and take off. And that time Jake missed the block. And the big 35 came in there and made the tackle. One man between Aiden and a lot of green turf.
There's a good example. They had a one-on-one on a running back, and they make the tackle there at the line of scrimmage. Our one-on-ones against their tailback, he's won every one of them.
2nd down, 2nd and about 3. Coleman looking to throw. He does complete to Ruddle. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, I think, about the 43. So that'll bring up a third down, third and about 2. They say 1. Ball's back at.
It's about 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Coleman's going to keep it, and he's going to be hit and driven backwards, and that's that big middle linebacker right there that you're talking about, 35. He's made 2 big plays.
Not very big, but he's thick and he can tackle.
Junior. They got very few seniors on this team.
Well, and that's another thing, too, at Coleman. I mean, it's first time he's been back there starting in high school and kind of got down the upright running style, and he'll learn. I mean, he's got to get his shoulders down lower. He's exposing his stomach. And you're not going to gain many yards running into a guy that's down there around your waist and you're standing straight up. You're not going to – low man wins.
Tigers trying to get lined up. The clock's running down, and the coaching staff will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 35-12 our score here in the 4th. You listen to Hardin County Football 93.5 FM. Back after this. Fourth down, 4th and 1. We've had a few of those tonight. Now they've got Saunders in the Wildcat. Here's a snap. They'll snap it to him. He'll dive short, I believe, of the first down. They wasn't fooled by that.
Same guy, that number 35.
Jacob that time was in the Wildcat. Tried to get something outside, and he's going to be short by about a football length.
Offense just can't get it done. Put some sustained drives together there in the first half and looked like they had some momentum going, and they come out here in the second half and basically laid an egg.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Cavaliers from the Tigers. 45-yard line. Burgess brings them to the line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback, trying to get outside. He does, has running room. He'll dive at the 35-yard line. He'll be upended there. That's Pig and White on the tackle.
First down, Cavaliers.
They'll spot it right at the 35-yard line. And it is enough for a first down. Clock running, approaching 5 minutes to go here in the game. First half was a good game. Tigers offense and the Cavaliers battling back and forth, but the second half it's been all Crockett County. Here's a snap. Quick throw, had him open, dropped the football.
Quick throw, quick drop.
Had him at the 30-yard line.
Hit him in the wrong place.
Yeah, right in our hands.
You know, that's the same guy that went up high and high pointed that ball over here, you know, made that great catch over our corner. It's funny. One hits you in the stomach you can't catch, and then you hit circus catch you can make.
Sometimes your arms shorten up when you go over the middle.
or your head shortens up.
Yeah.
Your eyes start looking at who's coming, but we didn't have anybody coming.
Two receivers left, one on the far side. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Man, the tailback, trying to get outside, and Pig this time gets him by the shirt and drags him down right at the line of scrimmage.
You think that 34 running back, he could have grabbed his shirt and pulled him down like that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
This is a freshman running back in for him. We got a freshman and a sophomore. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting. That sophomore, next couple of years.
Yeah, if he gets much bigger, he'll be a lineman. So he needs to maintain his weight because he's a pretty thick dude right now.
So it'll be third down. Third and about 9. Here's a snap. Rolling to his left. It's Burgess. Fires, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to hit his H-back and threw it down at around his knees. That was an awkward.
That's your middle linebacker that's playing H-back now. And it was almost like you played really good. We're going to let you catch football.
Well, that was an awkward rollout. He was rolling out to the left side, a right-hander, and trying to throw an out route out here toward the boundary. Just couldn't get it. Now it's fourth down, 4th and 9. Here's a snap. Straight drop, looks, tunnel screen. It's going to be complete. Working his way across the field. He's going to be knocked down by Rodriguez.
Good play by Rodriguez. Stayed with him. Didn't let him get outside.
So they'll turn it over on downs. And the Tigers will take that back over with 3:40 to go here in the game. Stay tuned for the Central Bank postgame show. So we'll get you set for next week and what's ahead for our Sports Saturday right here on 93.5 FM. Coleman in the shotgun. He'll send White to the left, Ruddle here to the near side. 4-man front by the Cavaliers. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, fires down the middle of the field and overthrows Corbin right at the 40-yard line. Had him wide open right about the 45, but just overshot the big tight end.
He's a big one, too. Overthrow him, you got to throw it pretty high.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 10. Clock stops for 3:35 to go in the game. 35-12 our score. Crockett County on top. Tigers haven't been able to score here in the second half. Here's a snap. Coleman in the pocket, fires underneath. It's going to be complete. And maybe lost a yard on it. That's Heath Hardin on the reception. Did lose.
Got to go vertical.
Yep.
Or you gotta if you're not going to go vertical and you're going to throw it to the line of scrimmage, you got to have somebody out there blocking it because that wasn't ever going to make any yardage.
So it'll be third down, 3rd and 10. They'll give him the line of scrimmage on that pass play. Third down, 3rd and 10, receiver right and left. Here's a bad snap. It's picked up by Coleman, and he's just going to pull it down. The whole timing was thrown off that one. The snap was bad. Now Coleman, he got hit pretty hard going down. He's up slow, shaking his head, and now he'll work his way back to the huddle. I don't know if he took a shot to the head or what. So to bring up 4th down, 2:21 and counting here in the game. Coleman looking over to the sideline. He'll send White and Ruddle out to the far side. Receiver here to the near side. Saunders the tailback to his left. 3-man front now for the Cavaliers. Man goes in motion, empties the backfield. Here's a snap. Looking to his left, still looking. Fires down the sidelines, got a man complete, and it'll be enough for Hardin County Bank first down at the 39. That's Saunders on the reception. That's a good throw.
Yeah, good throw, good wheel route out there. They kind of flooded the zone out there at the last minute. Saunders shifted to that position, and they were really kind of short a guy, and his good speed down the sideline, they couldn't get back there with him.
He steps out of bounds. Clock stops, 1:48 to go. Now Coleman will empty the backfield again. Here's a straight drop, no pressure. Looks, fires down the middle of the field. He's got a man open, and it's going to fall incomplete. Man, he had Jake about the 10-yard line wide open, waited a little bit long, and then let
the safety get it and involved in it.
Yeah.
If he'd thrown it a little earlier, he had a shot.
Jake turned a couple of different directions trying to find the football. Anyway, ball's incomplete. Clock stops with 1:41 to go. Two receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Coleman's going to run it. Has a little bit of running room, breaks a tackle, and then he's going to be knocked down around the 36. So that'll bring up a third down. Third and about 7.
Minute 23 left in the game. Do you believe in miracles?
Here's a third down snap. Coleman looking left, pulls it down again. Going to take off. He's at the 30. He's going to be pushed forward close to the first down.
Yeah, he got it.
So they'll give him the first down. 1:06 to go. Now they start running the clock. We need touchdowns, not first down. Now they're going to spike it as Coleman went under center, and they'll stop it at 57 seconds to go.
They're working on their 2-minute drill.
Yeah. Next week, we'll be at home finally. Been on the road a lot this season. We'll be at home. Jackson Southside will be in town. It'll be senior night. Tailgate party starts at 5. Tiger Walk at 5:55. Our air time will be 6:30. Kickoff time 7 p.m. from Jim Carroll. Here's a snap. Coleman fires down the right side. He's got Wyke over there, and he's going to underthrow him. And the clock will stop with 51 seconds to go here in the game.
Who's our passing game coordinator?
Not sure. Maybe our offensive coordinator, maybe. Shotgun formation. Two receivers right and left. Here's a snap. Coleman looking to his right. It's going to pull it down. And he's going to be hit. Maybe he ain't had enough punishment. Maybe start throwing the football here late in the game like that.
What I want to know is, why is he running?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not rushing. They're just I mean, there was nobody putting any pressure on him. He could have just kept standing, looking. He's going to have to learn. You've got a clock in your head. But when the whole rush is in front of you and you don't have anything collapsing from the outside, you can just stand there. I mean, as long as your offensive line is doing a good job, just stand there.
Now they'll go 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 7 seconds to go. Coleman still looking over, trying to get a play off. Last play of the game. There's a flag. Fires. It's going to be incomplete. No, intercepted. Underthrew Saunders in the double coverage. They undercut it. Intercepted the ball, and that's the way the game will end. 35-12 is the final. We'll take a timeout. Stay tuned for the Central Bank postgame show after this.